There we go. Now then. Now I've got the microphone on there. Hopefully that works. I don't know if I needed it or not. Now you wait just a minute, you little runt. We're not going anywhere until you give us an answer. The mayor's side. I take it it's about the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn, it's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Don't you understand? Cute doggy. You reach your hand out to pat the mayor on the head. It's probably best not to make a scene. We both know you hear me, but fine. If you want to play games, I'll play ball. Scratch behind my ears while you're at it. I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs from the town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it up for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Scraps never would have let those things prowl the woods for so long. And yet you sit back waiting for the humans to notice and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know, I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Dupe? Now, Gretchen, a lot of these were old dogs. It's fair to me to assume that simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk about old dogs. Wow, Gretchen is barking a lot. I think she doesn't like the mayor. You're damn right I don't. Scraps would have been out in the woods the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of those creatures who dared threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is, posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in our town. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to the mayor, Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now's a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna ask you and your dog to step out from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts back at Jimmy. Ingrate, ne'er-do-well, you dog. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, the creepy pastor comes up and decides that he's going to freaking disrupt your day by just being in your presence. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Willow? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt. I'm sure she's in a better place now. Thanks, buddy. I'm so sorry about your aunt. Let's see. The mayor is a huckster and a fraud. That bastard cares more about tourism than the fate of the town. The pastor goes quiet for a second, his face suddenly white as a sheet. The smile fades from his face as he stares at you intently, studying your expression. You too? He glances to either side before continuing. I thought I was the only one. Please come visit me at the church soon. Seems like we have a lot to talk about. Nope. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. You find them already talking to Oscar. Hey, Oscar just got caught up in the whole ghost situation. I'm so pumped. It sounds like we could get some actual evidence tonight. Are we sure we want to do this when the sun has already gone down? Why wouldn't we just go in now when it's not dark and I'm less likely to wimp out? I have no idea if we'll even see anything, let alone be able to ghost busting it. I think it only comes out at night. I better get going. I managed to make the back room livable, so I'm rushing off to the hospital to get Rosa and Alexis, thanks for stopping by. It was really good to be able to talk to somebody. And thank you for all the volunteering to help me unhaunt my house. You could have paid me to keep away from possibly seeing a ghost. I'm just glad I could do something to help you and Rosalind after everything that happened last night. I appreciate it. See you soon. Oh, by the way, we made dinner plans with our pal Reese yesterday. I'm sure his mom would be totally fine with an extra guest. Will she? Absolutely. And maybe we can even get him to come ghost hunting with us. You don't have that much time to kill before the evening activities, and you're going to need dinner. A free meal is a free meal. Time to go. I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he really wants people to like him, but he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. Aw. When you put it like that, his whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean that as a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just a little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. You discreetly shoot your cousin a text reminding her about the evening's ghost hunt. Stella will find out about it later. Alright, let's head out. The three of you leave the library for early dinner at Reese's. You find yourself in front of what must be Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Wait, Stella, before we go in there, you told Willow about Reese's situation, right? What, his art? Oh, the illness thing. No, we've been a little busy for small talk, with all the scary events going on. God, it's been a long week already. Well, like Stella said, Reese has an illness, and Dr. Kelly is really serious about it, so please don't make her mad or she'll yell at us. The door swings open. Hey! Reese. Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Willow, right? Stella told me you were coming. My goodness gracious, there's something that smells terribly off about that boy. Get away from my Stella, you fiend. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, strained against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought another guest. And the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. The gall. The gumption. This is a violation of my rights. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? You keep her safe from the monster below you here. You don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Dr. Kelly quietly eyes you while the three of you wait. Hi, Dr. Kelly. Just come in. Let's get this over with. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and everybody else is not far behind. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy, to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven, the unsettling artwork hanging on the wall, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Okay, as long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way toward the basement stairs. This is the basement of a tortured artist. Discarded canvases line the edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corner of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out from the creator. Your mom is so scary. She could be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyways, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately and haven't been cleaning much. So, Stella told you everything that's happened the past couple days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility toward the walls in the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. The die's already been cast. But we are talking about the past couple of days, aren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares till the day I die. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone, or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's not. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. Do you know anything about the Wayne guy who's been following me? Who? That sick weirdo who keeps coming to the general store. He's been following you? Oh yeah, the slasher creep? I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he's got going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all of our sakes. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point. I guess that's answering a different question. This does look better. Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell if you were... I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is the other people are my eyes out there. Your art. Real Goya black period vibes with a healthy dose of Bakinski. Thank you, I think. Yeah, that's a good thing. I really appreciate it. To be honest, I don't know much about art history. It's not exactly a popular subject in a tiny K-12 rural school, so my arts education was lacking. I'm working in the dark as far as influence. And you're doing great. You know, you could really gain a real following if you ever posted these online, just saying. Nah, I think I'm okay just sticking to sparsely populated late-night live streams. That's the social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you're ever going to put your art on display is live stream during ghoul hours, when am I going to be able to see what you're working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings. Then you can see all of them. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'm dead. I'd be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. That's quite a movie collection you got there. Got any Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino Chai? Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could have even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. I'd usually be down for that, but we're heading over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. He's apparently been dealing with bad hauntings. Oh man, I'm losing my ability to talk. I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalind both need our support right now. Let's see, I can rain check the movie. We could also ditch the movie sounds good. Or I don't like horror movies, but I do like horror movies. I'm kind of curious how these two would play out is if I was like, hey, what if I just like ditched on the ghost hunting? Gotta really think about this. Part of me just feels bad. I don't know. We'll go this playthrough this way. Do the right thing, so to speak. But it is midnight, and I'm gonna have to call it here. So I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna call it a night. 'Cause it is midnight. I'm starting to get tired. So I will save this here. And we will resume this the next time I'm able to stream again. So thank you guys. Hopefully with the new streaming program it is less laggy. Just let me know afterwards.